NBC Sports Boston.com ranked the most desirable offensive coordinator openings. The Chargers are in the top spot. The other team in LA, the Rams, are second. Your New England Patriots are third, according to our peeps. The Titans, Commanders, Jets, Colts, Cardinals round out that list. And guys, this is relevant because if you're going to bring in an offensive coordinator, we've said it sort of ad nauseum here that you want that offensive coordinator to come in. Phil, I know you said this yesterday. You want them to tailor their offensive plan to the quarterback you have, which with Mac Jones is a lot different than Lamar Jackson. But it's probably more attractive of a job with Lamar Jackson than it is with Mac Jones. If you look at that list, are the Patriots really the third most attractive job opening? And does that maybe raise the level or the chances of them getting their preferred guy in Bill O'Brien?
I think that list is pretty fair, even though you have no idea who's playing quarterback in some of those spots. Like if Aaron Rodgers goes to one of those situations, though, if Aaron Rodgers ends up with the New York Jets or Tom Brady ends up with the New York Jets, that all of a sudden becomes a pretty attractive job for an offensive coordinator. And I would push back maybe on, well, if you had Lamar, it would be a much more attractive job for an offensive coordinator. I don't think there's only a handful of offensive coordinators who would even know what to do with Lamar Jackson in terms of being able to utilize his running ability and completely change the offense. You'd have to change not only the scheme, but the personnel that fits it. That's another reason why, the Patriots really just doesn't make sense for that marriage right now. And I'm not sure, Tom, there are a lot of guys that would know how to handle that. Greg Roman's been his guy, really, since he's come into the league.
And he was so celebrated, Greg Roman was, during that 2019 season when Lamar became the MVP. But there are occasions when that style of offense bogs down. If you look at Lamar Jackson's statistics in the playoffs against elite competition, it goes down. When he plays horrible teams, he might throw, go 29 for 31 for 6 touchdowns and 407 yards. And it was like, who can deny it? Well, wait till January.
You look at that list, and the Patriots are in competition with all of those teams to get the next guy to run the offense. Where do you put them? Would you, if it came down to the Chargers or the Patriots?
Well, I think there's other factors,
or the Jets or the Patriots. Who are you choosing? If you're Bill O'Brien, who are you choosing?
I was going to say, we're dancing around Billy O'Brien. The Chargers don't play in Massachusetts. Is that a draw for him? Is coming home, is being in this area, bringing his family here, establishing roots here, is that a draw? I will say one thing that I think is actually a draw with the Chargers beyond Herbert is I think their head coach is a boob. You could go there and align yourself with the quarterback, and a year later the owner goes, you seem to work well with the quarterback. We're getting rid of this guy. You're the head coach. There's an ascension plan there. I don't know if it's as direct an ascension plan here with Mayo and everything that's going on with this organization. But I think if I'm an offensive coordinator, and you mentioned it, looking at Lamar, not everybody would want to work with Lamar. It's the quarterback. That's the first thing I would look at, and that's why some of those jobs are weird. You say, would you rather have Mac if you're not a Mac guy? Or would you rather have the ability to go find a quarterback? Would you rather have the open spot to fill with your guy?
I just don't know how you can't be a Mac guy. Because for the simple reason, not I'm saying he's off the charts, it's just you know what he's going to do. You know what he's going to provide you. You can look at Justin
But there are
Herbert.
limitations. If
Absolutely,
you're a creative guy and wants, you want more of that dual threat.
Do you want to get to work in the morning? You buy yourself a Corolla. It's going to get you to work in the morning every freaking day.
What about an Accord?
I don't know.
But is it going to win you awards?
No, it's not. Yeah, it will. Most dependable, most reliable.
Will it turn heads?
Be that as it may, no, Lamar will turn heads. That's, again, I'm into the cars. But that's the point of that's why you want to work with Mac Jones. He's predictable and he does what you ask him to do, and there's a level of performance that you can count on.
Well, I think that's why
KD Power Associates say.
Well, I don't think he would, honestly. Depending on who comes in, depending on their level of experience, I think that goes away. But that's one of the reasons why Kyle Shanahan liked him so much, I'm sure, is because he thought if I could get this guy into my offense and he does as I say and he's coachable and he can take instruction, he can learn a lot really quickly, that's my kind of guy. And I think there are a lot of coordinators who would look at that and say, I like that sort of thing as well. Now, does he bring the howitzer arm? Does he bring the RPO or the zone read stuff, the quarterback run element into it? Not as much, but I think there's a lot of coordinators out there who would look at Mac Jones and say, he can run my offense. That's why I like him.
So I sort of feel now like the Patriots should have, maybe not their choice or their pick of the litter, but they should have pretty good options to come in and take this job.
Arizona, though, has that head coaching opportunity, and Monty Austin-Fort, that is worth throwing in there. Former Patriots executive, obviously a link with Bill O'Brien from the time spent here. That could be an issue if he does have a head coaching opportunity fly across his desk.